Hello everyone, my name is Melanie Gilmore. You know me as Melanie Johnson in this course. I teach 3rd grade at Madison Elementary in the Gardner-Edgerton School District. For my online course, I chose to use Canvas as my learning management system, and in this course, we will be focusing on writing. Sometimes this subject is oftentimes pushed to the side at my school and doesn't normally get a whole lot of direct teaching time. So my thought process on this course was to develop the online course that I could use in my classroom that has well thought out lessons that are engaging in a way that is motivating for my students. So on Canvas, my students can access the course by going to their dashboard, and they will find the Gilmore 3rd grade writing. They will click on that, and it will automatically take them to their home page. And on Canvas with the home page, it pops up with any recent activities that they need to complete in this course. If we go down to the announcements tab, on the announcements tab, I have my introduction video and it, as well as the script that goes with it. So if students would rather read the information about the course here, they can do that, or they can access the introductory YouTube video here. As well as the welcome video on the announcements tab, I also have our 3rd grade writing Bitmoji classroom. And with the Bitmoji classroom, my students will be able to use this throughout the whole school year. So the Bitmoji classroom has a lot of different resources my students will be able to refer back to due to all the live links that have been provided. These live links have additional resources that they will be able to use throughout the course. It actually has different sections for each type of writing that we will be learning about throughout the year. So for every new module that I will be introducing, that section of our Bitmoji classroom will be highlighted for the students to refer to for that course. So with the course that I am doing for this class, they will be focusing on opinion writing. So over here on the right, you can see the opinion and fact posters. With the opinion writing, if you click on that poster, it actually takes them to a YouTube playlist of all the different types of opinion writing videos that they can refer back to when they're writing their opinion papers for this course. As well as the fact poster, it tells them what is the difference between fact and opinion. And then they have the resource of Epic, which is just an online reading source where they can go and read different books. Because with opinion writing, it's not just a matter of stating reasons, they have to have examples that can back up their reasoning as well. And so having book options that are resources to help provide examples to help persuade the readers on why their opinion is the way that it is. Onto our module. So on the side over here, you can click on modules and it will take them to the module that we will be focusing on for this course. And so the module that we will be focusing on is specifically opinion writing. Up above here, I have my 3 lessons that I will be highlighting for this course. These are only for me to see, not the students to see. And so lesson 1 is going to be focusing on what is an opinion. Lesson 2 will be focusing on opinion paragraph writing. And lesson 3, they will be brainstorming an opinion topic idea and then making a plan on how they plan to start their opinion writing. For each lesson, they will have a series of, they will first have an introduction of what the lesson's going to be about. With the assignments tab, they will have a video that they will watch for every single assignment. And then after that, each activity, there will always be a seesaw activity that will be the formative assessment that they will have to do for each of the lessons. And then they will end their time with a discussion. When it gets to the point where they actually start writing their papers, then they will have partners that they will partner with and provide feedback and help edit papers as they start writing their papers a little bit more in depth. So for lesson 1, we'll be talking about what is an opinion, and this is my well thought out lesson for this course. And so when they open up Module 1, they will get the Module 1 overview. And so on this overview, they will see what they will be learning about, which with this overview, they will be learning about the different components of opinion writing. And then below that, they have their standard that will be covered over this course of time. And then below that, the learning objectives that they will have throughout the 10 lessons that will be presented during this course or this module. So once they have looked at the overview, they will come back and they will start lesson 1. So with lesson 1, they will start by looking at the lesson introduction. And so for lesson 1, they will watch a video that explains what an opinion is, read an opinion writing poster that provides examples of opinion statements, participate in a Would You Rather Kahoot to express their opinions on different topics, read 2 different grade level opinion writing samples to see what will be expected of them at the end of the unit, complete a seesaw assignment where they will be sorting statements as opinion statements or not, and then complete a discussion where they will write a response to their favorite food by providing a topic sentence, 3 reasons, and a closing statement. And so by the end of the lesson, they will be able to classify statements as opinions or not and state their own opinion to a topic, providing a topic sentence, reason, and a closing statement. So for every introduction, they will have an overview of what they will be doing and then what they will be able to know by the end of the lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and use the next button over here at the bottom to move on to what their assignments are for lesson 1. So for lesson 1, the assignments, they'll automatically need to hit this Start Assignment button to open up the response at the bottom. But they will first watch the opinion writing video. This video is just explaining what it is and what an opinion is. Once they've finished watching the video, they will then read through what is an opinion poster, really focusing on the opinion statements here because this is what they will be looking at and being assessed on the seesaw activity. After they've read the opinion poster, then they will then participate in the Would You Rather Kahoot. And with this Kahoot, it's a little bit different than what I've done in the past. It is a on your own individualized pace. So students will not be able to see the results of the other students throughout the time. They'll be completing this on their own and they'll just have to simply put in their nickname down here and they will participate in answering would you rather questions on expressing their opinion on different topics. Once they finish that, then they will finish this assignment by typing one thing that they've learned about opinions from today's lesson down here in their submission box. After they've done the activity, then they're going to read through 2 different grade level examples of opinion writing. And so what I really love about this reading example of opinion writing is that it shows all the different paragraphs of writing that are necessary to have a complete opinion writing sample. And in addition to each component of this writing, it has little boxes over here as to why each of those components are important. And so as my 3rd graders read through this example, they're able to connect why each paragraph or why each component is important to a successful and well-developed opinion writing piece. And then I've provided another example just to help them envision what their final writing project or piece will look like at the end. So having that topic, sentence, and paragraph, their first reason, second reason, third reason, and then their concluding sentence. So having that picture ingrained into their minds will help them as they begin to develop their own writing piece at the end. Once they have finished that, then they will be taken to their seesaw activity. And once they click on their seesaw activity link here, it will pull up our seesaw class. And so they'll have to find the opinion writing unit and they'll add their response. And they will be completing slide number 2. And with this opinion writing unit activity, they will be sorting opinion writing statements as opinions or not as opinions. So over here there is a series of statements, and they will move and drag them as showing they're stating an opinion, something that they believe is true, or not an opinion, which in this case it'd be more of a fact, stating stuff that is information that is true. So Gardner is the best city to live in. That is how someone feels or thinks, so they would need to drag that under an opinion statement. And since this is an ongoing seesaw activity throughout the whole course, they will need to save this as a draft to be able to refer back to it on a continuous basis for each of the lessons. So after they've completed their seesaw activity, then the last step is for them to come and complete the discussion for the day. So in this discussion, they're going to be participating on how to express their own opinion to a certain topic. And so the topic for this activity was their favorite food. They will write their topic sentence, 3 reasons, and a closing sentence. I've provided an example for them to look at. And then when they're done writing their example, they need to go back and highlight the 5 different colors to show each of the 5 components of the opinion writing paragraph. They'll have to have that done by the midweek so that they have a chance to be able to read through other classmates' examples. There is a rubric attached to this just in case they have any other questions or concerns on how this needs to be completed correctly. Let's go back to our module. And so the lesson layout is pretty similar for each of the other lessons. There may not be as many reading examples, but they can always refer back to them in lesson 1. So that's kind of my overview of what I did for my writing course. Overall, I feel this module is very 3rd grade friendly. My assignments are not too challenging, but I feel like are very engaging and motivating. With this online course being for 3rd grade students, I would probably need to provide the option for directions and explanations to be read aloud for some of my students who struggle a little bit more at reading. I would also like to include more detailed video instructions on what assignments might need a little bit more help explaining, and model the steps to properly complete the assignments. Something I learned through this course was that adding the decorative and creative pieces to the pages, slides, videos, etc. can sometimes be too much for some students and very distracting, making it harder for them to grasp the information. So being that person who really likes to make things cute, I really had to challenge myself to not do too much. Simplicity can really go a long way. There's room to be creative, but only to a certain extent. I thought at one point in my educational career that engagement meant it needed to be pleasing to the student's eye. That is not necessarily true. I really worked hard with this unit, focusing on the value of what my students could get out of the lesson and less on how cute I can make it look. So I hope you enjoyed. It was a lot of fun creating it, and I hope to implement this someday in my classroom. Thank you.